The next thing that we're going to do is to begin to stretch the shoulders for the bridges, the back handsprings, and the back walkovers. So I'm going to have the girls jump off the beam, and they're going to go over to the panel mat, and they're going to lay on their backs, put their feet up on the mat. This is a great way to stretch whether you're a beginner or whether it's advanced. This will help put a little more stretch into where we want it, which is going to be in the shoulders. So the girls are going to bridge up, and this bridge can be done with either straight legs or bent legs. There's not a wrong and a right. It's whichever you can get the most stretch in your shoulders. So as they're stretching, the goal here is to keep your ears covered. You can see the ears are covered, and then you try to press your shoulders to get on top of your wrists, maybe slightly in front, but not too far. And you hold that position. Now, to gain even more flexibility, you can rock back and forth. So your knees go forward, backward, forward, backward. That is a great stretch to begin bridges. All right, now they're going to take that to the balance beam. Go ahead and come down or kick over. Good. Okay, now they're going to lay on their backs on the beam. The reason that a bridge is good to perform on the beam is because when they do back walkovers or they do back handsprings, they have to have the flexibility with their hands in a position that is the beam. So I would spot these at the beginning, and they put their thumbs on top, fingers on the side, feet relatively together. Press the hips up, give them a light spot until they feel in control. You can see her ears are covered, her shoulders are on top of her wrists. Knees can either be bent or straight. Hold that position, and then you can actually rock back and forth, same as we did on the floor. Now, when it's time to come down from a bridge, they need to walk their feet out slowly. Nice. And usually the best way to start this is either on a laser beam or on a low beam before you put them up on the high beam, unless you have a resi pit or some stacked mats in case they roll off the beam. We're going to continue with shoulders. Okay, come up to the beam, girls. One of you on one side. There we go. Okay, so they're going to stretch their shoulders. They're going to bend both elbows. You want to get on the other side, Ave? Okay. They're going to bend both elbows and put their fists towards their neck, like this. Okay? So they're stretching their triceps at the same time they're stretching their shoulders. You want to keep your back straight. Notice the backs are straight. Arch for me. When they arch, they're not getting as much of their shoulders. So you want to keep the back straight. And then you want to press down on the armpits towards the floor. This is a great stretch, just isolating all of the muscles that will create a better flexibility in the bridge. Now, they're going to grab a weight and they're going to lay on the end of the beam. There we go. These are 5 pounds. You can even use a dowel stick with no weight or a small weight of 2 pounds. So they're going to get balanced on the beam, feet together, knees together to help with the stability. And then they're just going to relax and breathe and let natural gravity stretch the shoulders. They can do small bounces, but not too much. Maybe 10 seconds and then bring it back up. Let them relax for a second. And then they can do it again. I wouldn't do it more than about 10 seconds with some small bounces, making sure that they're keeping their low back on the beam so that there's no stress on their back while they're stretching their shoulders. Besides that, it isolates the shoulders more. Can you arch for me? This is what we don't want to see. We don't want any space here underneath the back. We want to press it down while we're stretching the shoulders. Okay, girls, you can just drop the weights. Okay.